Punta DelEste, Uruguay. Punta del Este, Uruguay, a popular destination in Uruguay. Montevideo has way more nightlife than Punta del Este. From Tender Port, you can walk across the peninsula to the Atlantic beach, also the site of the hand sculpture. The beach on the Atlantic side was quite wide. Waves were pretty big and very few people in the water. Or you can enjoy the beach right at the Tender Port, which is on the Rio de la Plata. Punta del Este is a seaside and peninsula on the Atlantic coast in the Maldonado department of southeastern Uruguay. Starting as a small town, Punta del Este grew to become a resort for the Latin and North American jet set and tourists. Its pristine beaches and desolate sand dunes aside, this swath of the Uruguayan coast was anything but kitsch when the Spanish first arrived in the mid-1500s. Thus, no settlements were formed until a few centuries later in the region near Maldonado. In 1896, the Uruguayan writer and horticulturist Antonio Lusich put Punta del Este on the map and eventually in the minds of world leaders and environmentalists when he purchased 4,500 acres of coastal land and started his famous Arboretum Lusich. In the last century, the city became popular as a summer getaway due to its plethora of beaches and easy commute from Montevideo. Punta del Este has a resident population of 12,000 people, but the city swells to 450,000 people during its summer season. It's often called the Miami Beach of South America due to its sandy beaches and high-rise buildings. It's often called the South America's Monaco. If you like to see nice sailboats and cruisers, this is the place. Where summer season is the most crowded, you will also see several sea lions that are friendly, but stay away from them just in case. Boat rentals with or without pilot, and also boats to visit the islands. Punta del Este was a military avant-ranking during the war with Brazil, but already in the late 19th century with the construction of the first hotel, it became a place of rest and marine treatments. In the early 20th century, the city did not have 500 inhabitants, but many dreamed of making it a resort like Biarritz or Brighton. In 1907, the company Balneario Punta del Este invited the first Argentines and Uruguayans vacationers who arrived on board the legendary boat Golondrina. The city's rise was swift, and in 1924, the Yacht Club was founded. Today, Punta del Este is one of South America's most important and exclusive seaside resorts. To give you an idea, it has about 1,000 hotels, 5 casinos, thousands of villas, and estate agents. Tourists come mainly from neighboring Argentina. Still, there are also many Brazilians and distinguished Europeans. Even with the Argentine crisis of 2002, flows have decreased a bit. The Fingers of Punta del Este is popularly known as the Monument of the Fingers or the Hand of Punta del Este, and has become famous, becoming an iconic symbol of the resort and of all of Uruguay. The Hand of Punta del Este, or the Monument to the Drowned Man as it is also called, is a sculpture of 5 fingers partially submerged in the sand of the Brava beach. The sculpture was made by the artist of Chilean origin, Mario Irasable, which is characterized by leaving hand-shaped sculptures in the different countries of the world. The Hand of Punta del Este appears drowning as a warning to swimmers since the waves in this area is usually large due to strong winds. The sculpture is still in its original location, has remained unchanged except for some graffiti that is usually fixed to leave the man emergency of life. In Uruguay with its original appearance, whipped by the wine by the sea and recalling some hands that came out well from troubled waters.